When stocking the perfect bar, we're not going to do it like everybody else. I'm going to share with you how to stock the perfect bar and get the energy right. For those who love to entertain, the perfectly stocked bar is a must-have. Now here's the thing, we're gonna Amanda this up because I always love to do things like how to stock the perfect bar, which is what we're gonna talk about today. But the thing is that when stocking the perfect bar, we're not gonna do it like everybody else. Having a cocktail amongst friends is a leisurely thing to do and can really bring together good chi. It's gathering chi. In this age of technology and isolation where we spend a lot of time on our devices, sharing a cocktail with friends, neighbors, family is a great way to get rid of the technology, get rid of the chaos and all of the things around us, and sit down with friends, family, maybe neighbors, and have a cocktail in a leisurely atmosphere. Starting a bar may seem like a daunting task, but here's the good news. It doesn't have to be. Starting a bar should really be fun and exciting. And here are my top tips to get your bar stocked right and get the energy right. Number one, stock the bar with things that you love. So find drink recipes that you love and mix well and keep it to a minimum. You don't need to know 55 different drinks. Focus on a couple of really great drinks and make those the ones that you always serve. Number two, start small. Don't go out and buy a bunch of booze that you don't need. I've seen this a lot where people will stock their bar and they want to have all of these impressive types of alcohol. The problem is that you end up spending a lot of money doing that, and then you end up with all this alcohol in your house that you'll never drink and you'll never use. All that does is waste a lot of booze and blow through your budget. Keep in mind that you are your biggest customer at your bar. You're the one that's going to be using it the most. You're the one that's going to be coming home after a long day and sitting out on the front porch with a good scotch. Keep your bar stocked with things that you will always drink and things that you like to drink. I call these the home bar rules. And by doing it this way, you're getting the energy right. If you go out and buy a bunch of alcohol that you're not going to like and you're not going to use and then ends up sitting on your bar, that's the wrong energy that you're driving into it. That's energy that you're trying to impress people and you're trying to have everything available and be all things to all people. And that's not the right way to approach this. The other thing is that if you go out and spend a ton of money on alcohol that you don't have, then you're burning through all this money and buying stuff that you don't need. That's the wrong energy. Buying things that you like and will drink regularly and having recipes and mixers that go along with the things that you love is the right energy, because then that is the bar that you're gonna love and use often. And when you love your bar and you love the alcohol that you have because you can make drinks that you enjoy, you're broadcasting the right kind of energy and you'll end up using it more and you'll be more confident when people come over to have a drink with you. And here's the other thing that I always recommend. When you get really good at having, say, 3 to 4 recipes of things that you make all the time, this is a great way to share with your friends and family, neighbors, anybody that comes over to have a cocktail with you. These are a great way to share your personality and the things that you like with them. And when you do it again and again and make the same drinks again and again, you become really good at it. You become the expert in such and such drink. And that is a great way to share something with those that you love and something that you really enjoy and that you're really good at. That is excellent energy. So I recommend the basics. 5 basics to always have in your bar. Number 1, have a great gin. Don't buy jet fuel. I should recommend all of these. Should always be good quality, high quality, even if they're going to be in mixers or be mixed with other alcohol. Have a good gin. One of my favorites is Bombay. Number 2, have a great vodka. I love vodka. Vodka goes with everything. It doesn't have a strong taste or a strong smell to it, and it mixes well with a lot of different drinks. 2 of my favorites are Grey Goose and Tito's. Love those 2. They're great for Bloody Marys, Cosmos, and it's the perfect mixing liquor. Number 3, have a great bourbon. Bourbon is great over the rocks or mixed with soda and other things. 2 of my favorite bourbons are Jim Beam and Wild Turkey. Have a great scotch. Having a scotch over the rocks on a cold winter's day is the perfect cocktail to share with intimate conversations. One of my favorite scotches is Rob Roy. And finally, I'm not a big fan of tequila, but it's always good to have a good tequila in the mix. It's great for margaritas and, of course, doing shots. One of my favorite tequilas is Patron. Now, a lot of people don't like to have the higher end tequila for mixers or to mix in with other drinks like margaritas, but I do. A better quality alcohol is going to be easier on your system and doesn't create as many side effects. So even if you're going to be making a margarita, choose the good stuff. Any kind of a silver tequila is the best kind. That's why I prefer Patron. Some great mixers to always have on hand if you are entertaining is to have club soda, tonic, cola, things like 7-Up, and even cranberry juice. Another great one is if you love Bloody Marys is to have tomato juice on hand as well. If you love to make martinis, always have good olives on hand. And if you do love to make mixed drinks, limes are always great. But again, first determine the things that you love and the things that you love to drink often. Get really good at those things and get really good at those drinks. And that then becomes your signature that you share with your friends, family, and neighbors when they come over. Learning the basics shouldn't be difficult. It should be really fun and exciting. And this is a great way to gather with those that you love, sit down, have a great conversation, and share a cocktail. So let's summarize. Number 1, stock your bar with things that you love. Don't pick out spirits that are going to impress your friends, your neighbors, and your family. Only choose things that you absolutely love and love to drink often. Number 2, start with a low budget. Don't go to the store and buy a bunch of booze that you're never going to drink and blow $300 to $500 on a bunch of stuff that you're never going to use. It's just a waste of time, energy, and money. Number 3, keep in mind that you are your bar's biggest customer. So get things that you really enjoy to drink and drink often. My top 5 to always stock in your bar are gin, vodka, bourbon, scotch, and tequila. It's also a good idea to have beer and wine on hand too. So for those of you who love to entertain, this is a great way to have a properly stocked bar. This can create an atmosphere of great leisure and comfort and can also calm your nerves when you're doing something like meeting the boss's wife. Are you ready to stock the perfect bar? Let's do it.